Hello guys, and welcome back to part 16 of our Let's Play with Korea. And we've entered a period of standing peace at the moment. So we made peace with Spain last turn, and now we're looking at trying to get through some more of these techs, some of these less war-based ones. So you're going to stay alert, as is your buddy when he gets up into Daegu. So once we get hold of a bit more happiness, what I might do is I might just uncheck the limit growth on some of these cities, so they can grow that extra one pot. At the moment I've got them all on limited growth, just because I don't want to enter any unhappiness. We've also got enough gold now that we can start throwing it onto some city-states. So let's look at this guy. You're cultured, and you want us to pledge our protection? Sure, let's pledge to protect you. And how much more influence do we need? Well, you're allied with nobody, so a bit of extra gold. There you go. And so what that'll do is now give us a bit of extra culture. They are hostile, which is a bit of a pain, because it'll mean that the influence will drop a bit quicker. Now, does anybody... What do you want? You want us to denounce Russia? Yeah, not going to happen. You want tech? Have you still not adopted Christianity? Are you serious? Wow, okay. You're religious, not too interested in that. Speaking of which, how much gold per turn are we actually getting just from our religion? 52 from religion, so not bad. Not exactly great either. At this point in our last Let's Play, we were actually getting a lot more. Right then. So what are you doing here? I can't remember what I was doing with you. But you've built a railroad here. Right, so there's a... What? So did you build a railroad right the way down here, or... What are you... I don't know. Let's see. Let's get a trading post up on here. Yeah, you're just going to rest for the time being. And we're also going to get another tank up here. Somewhere across the river would be nice. Within range of Corinth. Sure. Silverton Nebby has ended. Come in, Nebby, what have you got? Give me 8 gold per turn. And we'll give you 12 back. Good. So our gold per turn really is getting up places now. Okay, you're also going to stay alert. I am very conscious of the fact that she's kept a lot of these naval units on our coast. Byzantium is assigned to Spain. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Poor Theo, she didn't really have a chance stuck between us and Spain. So Easy's actually adopted quite a fair number of social policies. Let's have a look at that. She's only completed the 2. Let's see. We're still far ahead in terms of literacy, approval. Yeah, our happiness isn't great, but our gold is doing well, as the amount of production we've got. Soldiers isn't exactly amazing. Let's just check here in terms of global politics. So Izzy went down tradition as well as order. And she also completed liberty as well, which is interesting, both tradition and liberty. You also went down order. So I think most people actually went down order, which is interesting. Nobody went for autocracy or freedom. And you've just finished the amphitheatre, which is nice. Do we want you to start on a research lab? I think I'd actually like some naval units at this point. So I think some submarines would be a good idea. So you can go ahead and build that. You've got a destroyer up, good. Now then, do we want a missile cruiser or a submarine? I think a submarine at the moment. I really haven't seen any destroyers so far. Okay, good. So you finished the trading post. I think it might be time to move on to the next city. This city looks okay in terms of what it's got. Yeah, we actually can't step out of here because of the way her border is expanded, which is rather annoying. So I suppose you're staying in the city for now. Okay. Let's get you on the road. And you can stay alert. And you're also moving forward as well. So I'll get him on the road and yeah, you can do nothing for the time being. Now what I might do is I might just stop the Oxford University. Sorry about the lag there, guys. So, research agreement with Catherine is now completed. So that's boosted us through telecommunications, which is sweet. Influence over Sydney is decreased to the point where you're no longer alive. Fine. We're already getting the silk from Yerevan, so I'm not too concerned about that. Scars of Jakarta, blah 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 blah. Okay. You can come over and grab the farm here. And you can come over and grab some of these. I think we probably need to work on some of these tiles. There is some nice uranium here as well. So let's grab the uranium, and if anything, we can always sell that. If we don't make use of it ourselves. Okay, next turn.
The more we elaborate our meaning.
So there goes telecommunications, which gives us access to nuclear subs, which is brilliant. Now then, you finished the public school. What else can we build here? I suppose we can get a temple. You still haven't actually adopted our religion. Although now Genoa is converted, that should start bringing over some more influence to us. I think a bank would be a good idea here. Okay, build me a trading post. You're going to build a mine. Yeah, not too concerned about the marsh. Don't like this farm though. Okay. And just in case I haven't explained exactly why, I'm just loading these cities up with trading posts. If a city is a puppeted city, then it'll automatically be on wealth focus. You don't want it to grow particularly. All you really want it to do is produce money. So by trading posting as many tiles as possible, and then that city will preferentially work the tiles that produce more gold as long as it doesn't starve. So that's usually a good idea. Okay, so we've got 3 turns for Oxford University. We've got a few really nice techs here that we could grab. We could grab lasers for free as we're working our way through towards nuclear fusion, fission even. Or alternatively, I could put it on hold and wait until nuclear fission is free and grab the next tech that's available. Now, from what I remember, we've got some quite nice production here in Busan now. Although we should consider getting these farms upgraded. Sorry, not these farms, these lumber mills. In fact, let's grab this tile. We are on production focus here, aren't we? Yep. And we can also grab this tile. Yeah, that should be okay. Good, so we've got another policy. We could keep going with order, reducing our maintenance and what have you. Tag bonus in friendly territory, yeah, not too worried about that. I think at this point, grabbing free thought for the extra science from universities, as well as +1 science from every trading post, so that will also go down for all of those puppeted cities that we have, will also grant science from their trading post, so I think this will be quite huge. Although having said that, humanism would be nice as well, for the extra happiness. I'm not concerned about that really. So we're on 1001 signs now, and that takes us up to a nice 1094, so it's almost added an extra 100 signs, almost. Okie dokie. So we can see that Izzy's still got a fair number of units on our borders. What I may do is, how many turns is it to build these nuclear subs? 8 turns. What I might do is purchase a missile cruiser, just in this city here. That way we can hit a few of these guys. And we'll also make him very decent against naval units. Jakarta. I can't remember if we're particularly friendly with them, so we'll just say you'll pay for this now. Let's see if that was a good idea or not. Probably not. Where are you? But in any case, our relations with
Как тебе понравится?
no, I don't really want a research agreement anymore. Where are you? Okay, so you're back there. Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Missile Cruiser can stay in the city. I don't want him to come out and get bombarded to hell by a random declaration of war. Deal provided Catherine provided aluminium to us, uranium to Kathy. So a few deals with Kathy, so let's go speak to her.
Говори.
Let's see, we've got a copper. We can swap for gold and dice, so let's do that. Just look at our happiness situation. We're not particularly spending the uranium at the moment, and we're going to get a bit more online in a bit, so would you like some? Yes, you would.
Как тебе понравится, если я предложу такой обмен?
I suppose actually that would be
Мы отказываемся.
probably 180, I think.
Мы
Yeah.
отказываемся.
45 gold
Прекрасно.
per resource.
Продолжай.
And it looks like she may have lost access to the aluminium, or she's used it up. So we are going to need to get another source of aluminium here, so let's go and check the diplomacy overview. Let's see if any of these city-states have any aluminium. Milan has aluminium and is also cultured. As well as Genoa, who is mercantile, which would let us keep growing. Sure. Spain is your current ally. How about Milan? You're not allied with anybody, so you're a bit of a safer bet at the moment. There we go. Good. So we've got a bit more aluminium now, which we're going to need anyway when we start building spaceship parts. So we'll grab the Oxford University next turn. And we'll get a free tech, and then we can decide what we want to spend that on. Okay, so peace treaty's just expired now. So Catherine is well within her right to declare war on us again, and vice versa. Right, whereabouts are you, Kuala Lumpur? Yeah, not interested. Okay, so we've picked up a free tech. We could grab nanotech here. That's a bit far away. Lasers would be really nice just for the modern armor, so we can start upgrading some of our tanks. Nuclear fission we're working on anyway. Globalization, not interested. So it's just a case of whether or not we want to grab nanotech now, or we think we're just going to research it later. I think lasers would actually be really nice. That way we can start upgrading some of our fighters and some of our tanks.
The night is far spent. The day is at hand.
Although that does mean that we need more aluminium. It looks like that's the chief limiting factor at the moment. Well, having said that, these rocket artilleries are using up aluminium, so we could delete them in favour of... no, actually, no, they're fairly highly promoted, so I don't really want to get rid of them. 7 turns for a modern armour. Nuclear sub in 7 as well. And go ahead and build me a nuclear submarine. And in fact, considering the fact that our subs aren't going to be able to get out of here, so if she doesn't declare war on us, That's going to be a bit wasted. You can go ahead and build me a recycling center. So 1 turn for the Apollo program, we can start building those spaceship pods. We could upgrade these guys. It's not an overly important concern of mine at the moment. These guys as well. But I think I'm going to hold on to the aluminium for the time being.
Espero que este trato reciba su bendición.
Sure, okay. Maybe that'll keep her off our back for the time being. I love how this unit here is just in this one spot of jungle by itself. So finish the Apollo program, and we can start working on actual spaceship parts. Alternatively, we could grab a recycling center. Neuschwanstein's always really nice just because of the extra gold, culture, happiness from every castle, and if we can get a castle in all of these cities, it'd be huge. But I'm not too keen on that at the moment. I think starting on the spaceship parts is a good idea at this point. And in fact, I'm going to let this city keep growing. And in fact, you can also grow as well. No, strangely, no, I don't want to give you open orders. So it looks like she's backed off slightly with her ships, maybe because she's seen the missile cruisers that we've got here. Byzantines are trying to coup Yerevan. I don't like this huge swathe of units. Really don't want them to have another city right on our borders, but if it means them taking the city, well, fine. That's just another city for us to take. Is there anything here that hasn't been improved? Any special resources? Not as far as I can see. What tiles are you working? I'm not keen on you working this farm, so let's change that over. And we'll also change this tile over. Okay, good. And you're going to come back here and work on getting some lumber mills up here in these forests. So far so good, I suppose. You're predicting Lisbon, really? I think you're going to be knocked out next turn, Theo.
I am become death.
Good, so we've grabbed a bit of nuclear fission, and looks like we'll grab mobile tactics next. Although that's going to take 7 turns, so we'll grab advanced ballistics to give us access to another spaceship part. We are going to need 3 of these boosters, so it's probably a good idea to go ahead and grab that next. Let's see, what are you doing? You're trading posting. Okay. Oh, we're just going to keep going through the turns here. 2 turns to a bank up in Pyongyang. And looks like Adrianople's gone down, so may well consider bringing some of these bombers back. I don't like the idea of having a Spanish city right on our borders. Let's see. These 2 cities would be really easy to pick up, as it is. Let's get you on the road and he'll bring you back around as well. Let's rebase some of these guys. I think this city is quite good in terms of being able to hit out at some of the naval units as well. Okay, good. And we'll leave a couple down here just in case. No, we've not really got too much of an interest of going to war with this guy. Let's see. She's just completed the Manhattan project. Which could be bad if she decides she wants to play with nukes against us. Yeah, we've not really got too much of an interest in going. Why does everybody hate this guy? I don't know. Yep, you're gonna come back. Silver deals to Kathy and Oda. Where Kathy was giving us aluminium actually.
Продолжай.
Yeah, let's grab that
Как
one
тебе
aluminium.
понравится, если я предложу такой обмен?
And we're actually going to keep hold of our uranium, I think, for the time being. Oda?
Oh. 先に進め。
Would you like some silver and some ivory?
いず
Wow,
れ
really?
またの機会にでも以下の件についてご賛同いただければ誠にありがたく存じ上げまする。
Wow, okay, so he's
よかろう。
Yeah, everybody wants to declare war on you, buddy. Except us.
いずれまた
So I
の
don't
機
know why
会
you're
に
annoyed. Sure, you can rebase up here. You finished the trading post, good. You can also come up here and build a lumber mill. In fact, I'm going to rebase a few of these guys. I don't want one errand to atom bomb. Reducing all of those guys. Good, so you finished off the bank. I think a couple of workboats now is a good idea. So yeah, Japan ended up settling this city right on the uranium. That's fine. Okay, so who finished the fighter? Constantinople. Good. How many more turns for another fighter? 11 turns. 13 turns for a jet fighter. But that does, of course, take up some aluminium. A recycling centre in 15. I think we'll do with some more bombers actually. We've got the oil for it. So lots of deals have ended. We're almost no longer allied with you. So let's just keep that going for a bit. I quite like the extra culture. Another 10 turns for another social policy. And in fact, we'll see if we can ally another cultured city-state.
Espero que este trato reciba su bendición.
Sure, okay. So we'll work with Spain. Not many people are going to like that, but hopefully it means she'll get off our back. And it should give us a fair few turns of peace. I don't like the fact that she's got nukes and she's sat on our borders. But having said that, it doesn't mean that we're not just going to carry on looking at some more military units. Let's see if we can get... yeah, you're friends with Spain, good. Now then, let's see if we can grab Kuala Lumpur here. They are Spain's ally, but 1,000 gold should change that. Good. Lots of extra culture. Okay, and you're going to come up towards... in fact, I want you to sit in the air citadel. Oh yeah, build a lumber mill. Good. Iron to Nevi. Do you still want iron?
Nishtatati.
No, you don't. Well, okay then. Got another turn for another nuclear submarine. No, we're not giving you anything for free, thank you very much. And in fact, we should probably look at selling her some of those things now that she's made a declaration of friendship. We should be able to get full price for them. Which is a bit odd when she comes up and asks you for it for free. Oda has declared war on Ramses. Why? Well, I suppose you're next door to him with this city now, but I don't know. Okay, sweet. So we've got another submarine here. I think this guy's just going to pop up here. Stay alert. Extra food and extra gold. Okay. Yeah, what are you doing? There's a farm here we can get rid of. There's a couple of farms over here as well, so let's shift those. You can build another workboat. So you finish the nuclear submarine over here. Nice idea to get a recycling centre up as well. Opera House isn't too bad of an idea either. Get our culture going a bit further. I'm not sure a stable will be too useful here. We are settled on horses, so it's an extra 1 production. Not really keen on that. Temple will be nice for the happiness, so 2 turns for that. Let's go for it. I've got 1 turn left for the SS cockpit. Sure, you can stay alert.
Espero que este
No,
trato
no,
reciba
no,
su
no.
bendición.
Yeah, get over it, buddy. I wouldn't actually mind Oda declaring war on us. It'll give us something to do. Some way to send some of these units. So he looks like he's been revealed, so I suppose that's because he's next door to the aircraft carrier. Yeah, carry on with those. And you can add to the spaceship. So finish the cockpit. Let's see. We still haven't actually got any walls up here yet. Manhattan Project, so we can build atom bombs in retaliation. Could be a good idea. A nuclear plant could be a really nice idea. The extra production. So in light of any additional spaceship parts to build here, let's get a nuclear plant up and running. Sure, go ahead, build a trading post. And I think I'm going to budge this guy in the city, so she doesn't randomly declare war on us and get that unit absolutely destroyed. What is this scout doing? Greetings, comrade. I'm pleased to see you've also chosen to follow the path of order. Lovely. So we're all best buddies, apparently. And I think what I'll do is, end of this turn, we'll probably call it an end to the episode. Let's see, you're going to be alert. And you're going to come down and pick up those fish. Let's see, what do we want to build in Pyongyang? Seaport for the production. Oh, get a worker over here as well, work on that. Castle will be a good idea, just in case Japan tries any funny business. Horses and open borders to Nebi. Okay, so we entered the king. We love the King Day over here. And I think I'm also going to get a recycling center up in Busan. Okay, good. Once we get the recycling center up, and hopefully our aluminium will go up, and we can start upgrading these tanks to some modern armor, which will be able to steamroll most things that Kathy and anybody else has. And I think we'll probably call it an end to the episode now. We'll pick it up in the next episode, where hopefully we'll finish our nuclear plant in Seoul, as well as advanced ballistics, pick up some more of these techs, and see about getting that scientific victory. So see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.